Timeless life philosophies.
Ever heard the saying, "Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence"? Well, buckle up, because today we're diving deep into the profound insights of Pythagoras and exploring the Stoic art of silence. Picture this journey as a compass guiding us through the intricate tapestry of life, where silence isn't just golden, it's transformative. Join me as we unlock the power of silence in 9 pivotal situations, embracing the Stoic philosophy and learning how to lock our mouths for a serene and resilient existence. The Stoic wisdom on gossip. Let's dive deeper into the first transformative situation where Stoicism guides us with the wisdom of silence dealing with gossip. Picture this, a storm of rumors and hearsay swirling around, threatening to engulf our sense of self. The Stoics, those ancient philosophers of Greece, were like seasoned captains navigating these choppy waters with composure and wisdom. In the world of Stoicism, gossip is not just a common social interaction. It's a potential destroyer of inner peace and well-being. Stoicism teaches us that true power lies within our minds and reactions. As Epictetus once wisely put it, silence isn't just the absence of sound. It's a reflection of a composed mind. So, are you ready to embrace the power of silence? The Stoic approach to gossip involves maintaining composure and not allowing ourselves to be ensnared in the web of hearsay and negativity. It's about choosing a path of composed reflection rather than reactive engagement. Stoicism empowers us to recognize that our inner peace and well-being are firmly within our control, regardless of the storms of negativity and rumors surrounding us. In the face of gossip, Stoicism advises us to rise above the tumultuous sea of rumors, maintaining our dignity and sense of self. It underscores the idea that we have the capacity to shape our reactions to external circumstances. This means that in the midst of gossip and the opinions of others, we are not helpless. Instead, we can assert our autonomy, retaining our inner equilibrium. This approach doesn't mean ignoring the words and actions of others. Stoicism teaches us not to let them dictate our emotional state or self-worth. It serves as a guiding light, enabling us to confront these challenges with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. It's not passive resignation, but an active choice to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, perceptions, and reactions. By applying Stoic principles, we navigate the choppy waters of gossip with grace and wisdom. This philosophy does not encourage us to turn a blind eye to the words and actions of others, but to view them with detachment and wisdom. Stoicism teaches us that the words and opinions of others are reflections of their perspectives, not definitive truths about ourselves. Ultimately, Stoicism empowers us to confront the challenges of gossip with a serene mind and a resilient spirit. It's about emerging unscathed and steadfast in our values, demonstrating a strength that is not easily shaken by the transient and often superficial nature of rumors and hearsay. Stoicism in the Information Age. In this next section, we'll explore the invaluable role of Stoicism in the Information Age. Picture a world where information and misinformation are rampant, where external stimuli are constant and often overwhelming. How does Stoicism provide a robust framework for dealing with the challenges of gossip and external judgment in this chaotic landscape? Stoicism, deeply rooted in the mastery of self, becomes a sanctuary of peace and stability in a world where external stimuli are constant and often overwhelming. It helps us discern what is within our control and what is not, allowing us to focus our energy on our own actions and attitudes. As we embody Stoic principles, we not only preserve our mental well-being, but also set an example for others. We demonstrate how to navigate life's challenges with poise and integrity. Stoicism teaches us that our inner peace and well-being are not at the mercy of external events or opinions. Instead, it emphasizes the importance of maintaining composure in the face of adversity. Stoicism guides us not to become entangled in the web of gossip and negativity that can pervade our social environments. By choosing to respond with inner strength and resilience, Stoicism enables us to rise above the tumultuous sea of rumors and maintain our sense of self. This philosophy is not about ignoring the words and actions of others, but choosing not to let them dictate our emotional state or self-perception. Stoicism serves as a guiding light, allowing us to confront these challenges with a calm and centered spirit. It encourages us not to respond with defensiveness or aggression, but with a serene mind. In the context of gossip, Stoicism teaches us to view such situations with detachment and wisdom. It helps us understand that the words and opinions of others are reflections of their perspectives, not definitive truths about ourselves. Stoicism teaches us that we have the capacity to shape our reactions to external circumstances, shifting the focus from external validation to internal stability. By asserting our autonomy and retaining our inner equilibrium, we navigate life's complexities with confidence and serenity. In a world where external stimuli are constant and often overwhelming, Stoicism offers a timeless and invaluable tool for modern living. It teaches us to focus on what we can control: our responses, attitudes, and actions. In essence, Stoicism becomes a sanctuary of peace and stability, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with confidence and serenity. By embracing Stoic principles, we find a profound sense of empowerment, recognizing that our reaction to external events is a choice. Stoicism provides a sanctuary of peace and stability, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with confidence and serenity. The Stoic approach to insults and criticism. Let's dive into the third transformative situation where Stoicism shines, handling insults and criticism. In the journey of life, we often encounter the harsh winds of verbal assaults, testing our resilience and integrity. Stoicism, a philosophy that has weathered the test of time, offers a beacon of wisdom in these turbulent times. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to maintain composure and inner peace, even in the face of insults and criticism. It teaches us the development of self-control to overcome destructive emotions. According to Stoicism, virtue, which includes maintaining a common rational state of mind, is the soul's good for human beings. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, aptly captured the essence of handling insults when he said, "The best remedy for anger is delay." Stoicism doesn't advocate for a passive or emotionless existence. Instead, it encourages us to respond to our emotions with reason. When anger arises, Stoicism urges us to assess its source critically. Is our anger justified, or is it a product of misguided perceptions or expectations? The Stoic method begins with self-awareness, recognizing the stirrings of anger within ourselves. This crucial first step involves pausing to acknowledge the emotion as it surfaces, creating a moment of mindfulness that can prevent impulsive and potentially regrettable reactions. This pause is not about suppression, but about understanding and processing the emotion. Stoicism advises us to take a deliberate pause, not just a physical stillness, but a mental and emotional step back from the situation. This pause is a powerful tool in regaining control over our emotions. It allows us to reflect on the situation and avoid immediate reactions that we might later regret. Stoicism teaches us to question our automatic thoughts and replace them with more rational, balanced perspectives. Furthermore, Stoicism advises us to focus on what is within our control and accept what is not. This approach helps in reducing feelings of anger and frustration as we learn to let go of the need to control external circumstances or other people's actions. Stoicism offers a profound approach to managing anger, transforming it from a potentially destructive force into a catalyst for personal growth and emotional mastery. This approach doesn't imply weakness or a lack of assertiveness. Instead, it's a conscious choice to respond to insults and criticism with measured reflection rather than impulsive retaliation. Stoicism teaches us that we have the power to choose our responses, and by doing so, we maintain our dignity and inner strength. In navigating insults and criticism, Stoicism invites us to be our own witnesses. This means relying on our inner values and beliefs rather than seeking external validation. The Stoic mantra emphasizes that our emotional well-being isn't dependent on the opinions of others. By adopting this perspective, we liberate ourselves from the chains of external judgment. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, transforms insults from potentially destructive forces into catalysts for personal growth. It provides a roadmap for turning adversity into an opportunity for self-improvement. The Stoic philosophy enables us to rise above the turbulence of insults, emerging with a sense of self-mastery and resilience. Stoicism equips us with the tools to navigate the stormy seas of insults and criticism. By maintaining composure, practicing self-awareness, and choosing measured responses, we embody the Stoic ideal of emotional mastery. Stoicism, in its profound simplicity, teaches us not only to weather the storms, but to harness their energy for personal growth and resilience. Navigating loss with Stoic resilience. Loss is an inevitable part of our human experience, a storm that can leave us feeling adrift and vulnerable. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, becomes our compass in these tumultuous waters, guiding us to navigate with resilience and grace. The Stoic philosophy doesn't promise immunity from grief. Instead, it provides a framework for facing loss with resilience and a focus on our internal responses. The Stoic approach encourages us to recognize that the impact of loss is not solely determined by external events, but by our perceptions and reactions to them. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, expressed this sentiment poignantly. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Stoicism teaches us that it's not the external event of loss that defines us, but how we choose to sail through the storm. It invites us to confront the inevitability of loss with a sense of preparedness, acknowledging that storms will come, but understanding that we have the capacity to steer our emotional ship. In the face of loss, Stoicism advises us to focus on the helm of our own reactions and perceptions. This means recognizing that, while we may not control external events, we do have agency over our internal responses. By steering our inner world with intention, we transform grief into a force for positive change within ourselves. The Stoic philosophy encourages us to avoid being overwhelmed by despair, urging us instead to choose resilience and growth amidst life's turbulent waters. It emphasizes the impermanence of external circumstances and the importance of cultivating an inner fortitude that remains unshaken even in the face of loss. Seneca's words echo through the ages, reminding us that he suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. One key aspect of Stoic resilience in the face of loss is the practice of negative visualization. This involves consciously contemplating the potential loss of what we hold dear, preparing our minds for the reality of impermanence. While this may seem counterintuitive, it serves as a preemptive strike against the shock and devastation that can accompany unexpected loss. By embracing the inevitability of change, Stoicism enables us to face loss with a mindset that fosters resilience rather than despair. Stoicism further teaches us to view loss as an opportunity for philosophical reflection. It invites us to contemplate the nature of life, the transience of material possessions, and the impermanence of relationships. Through this contemplation, we gain a deeper understanding of the interconnectedness of all things and the importance of cherishing the present moment. The Stoic philosophy recognizes that grief is a natural and necessary part of the human experience. It doesn't encourage suppression of emotions, but offers a pathway to transform the pain of loss into a source of strength and wisdom. By navigating loss with Stoic resilience, we honor the memories of what has passed while embracing the opportunity for growth and transformation. Stoicism provides a powerful compass for navigating the stormy seas of loss. By focusing on our internal responses, choosing resilience, and recognizing the impermanence of external circumstances, we transform loss from a paralyzing force into a catalyst for personal growth. In the philosophy of Stoicism, we find not just solace in the face of loss, but a profound invitation to navigate the waters of life with grace and wisdom. Stoicism in the face of injustice. Let's delve into the fifth transformative situation, where Stoicism stands as a stalwart guide in the face of injustice. Life's journey is not always fair, and we inevitably encounter situations where the scales seem tipped against us. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, provides a philosophical framework to navigate these challenges with resilience, composure, and a commitment to virtue. In the Stoic philosophy, the emphasis is not on eradicating external injustices, which are often beyond our control, but on cultivating inner virtues and rationality. Epictetus, one of the prominent Stoic philosophers, succinctly captures this sentiment: "He who is brave is free." Stoicism invites us to shift our focus from external injustices to our internal responses and actions, placing an emphasis on maintaining composure and virtue. In the face of injustice, Stoicism empowers us to navigate through challenges with wisdom, maintaining composure, and focusing on constructive solutions. The Stoic approach doesn't encourage passivity, but rather an active engagement with the principles of justice, tempered with rationality. It guides us to address injustice with a measured response, avoiding impulsive reactions driven by anger or vengeance. The Stoic philosophy recognizes that we cannot always control external events, including injustices perpetrated against us. However, it places great emphasis on the freedom and agency we possess in choosing our responses. By embodying Stoic principles, we become architects of our own inner world, crafting a mindset that is resilient and focused on virtue. Seneca, another prominent Stoic philosopher, highlights the importance of maintaining inner peace in the face of injustice. He suffers more than necessary, who suffers before it is necessary. Stoicism doesn't deny the reality of injustice, but encourages us to confront it with a rational and virtuous mindset. This involves recognizing that our emotional well-being isn't solely dependent on external circumstances, but is deeply connected to our inner attitudes and responses. One essential aspect of Stoicism in the face of injustice is the practice of amor fati, or the love of fate. This concept encourages us not only to accept the challenges presented by injustice, but to embrace them as opportunities for personal and moral growth. By adopting a mindset that accepts the inevitability of challenges and injustices, we transform adversity into a stepping stone for resilience and virtue. Stoicism also guides us in overcoming the destructive emotions that injustice can evoke, such as anger and resentment. The Stoics understood that these emotions, if left unchecked, can cloud our judgment and hinder our ability to respond rationally. By practicing self-awareness and reflection, we gain the tools to navigate through these emotions and channel our energy. Stoicism in the face of injustice. Life has a way of throwing curveballs, and injustices can feel like relentless storms shaking the very core of our existence. It's in these tumultuous moments that Stoicism becomes our unwavering guide, steering us through the chaos with wisdom and resilience. The Stoic perspective on injustice. In the Stoic philosophy, the focus shifts from external injustices, which are often beyond our control, to our internal responses and actions, which we can control. This shift is a powerful tool, allowing us to navigate through challenges with a clear mind and composed demeanor. Stoicism empowers us to face injustice, not with reactive anger or a thirst for vengeance, but with a rational approach seeking constructive solutions. The power of resilience. Stoicism teaches us to rise above the turbulence of anger and vindictiveness. By maintaining composure in the face of injustice, we not only safeguard our own integrity, but also contribute to a more harmonious and constructive environment. Instead of being swept away by the storm, we become the captains of our own ships, steering towards rationality, inner peace, and effective problem-solving. Choosing constructive solutions. Stoicism doesn't advocate for passive acceptance of injustice, but calls for a deliberate and thoughtful response. It prompts us to assess situations objectively, seeking solutions that foster understanding and resolution. The Stoic approach encourages us to avoid actions that perpetuate negativity, creating a space for constructive dialogue and positive change. Timeless wisdom in modern challenges. In our contemporary lives, where injustices can take various forms, be it in the workplace, personal relationships, or societal structures, the timeless wisdom of Stoicism remains relevant. By embracing Stoic principles, we learn not to be overwhelmed by external events, but to focus on our internal reactions and actions. This shift in perspective is key to transforming the energy of injustice into a force for positive change within ourselves and in the world around us. Stoicism, a path to rationality and inner peace. In essence, Stoicism provides us with a roadmap for navigating the complexities of injustice. It encourages us to respond with wisdom, maintain composure, and choose constructive solutions. By doing so, we not only enhance our personal resilience, but also contribute to a more just and equitable world. Stoicism teaches us that, in the face of injustice, our true strength lies in the rationality and inner peace that we cultivate within ourselves. Time, Stoicism, and dealing with ignorance. Time, the ever-flowing river of our existence, carries within it moments of enlightenment and encounters with ignorance. How we navigate through these encounters defines not only the quality of our lives, but also our contribution to the collective journey of humanity. Enter Stoicism, a philosophy that beckons us to harness the precious moments we have on this earth with wisdom and resilience. Seneca's insight on time. Seneca's poignant insight, it is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it, serves as a wake-up call. In the context of dealing with ignorance, Stoicism teaches us that time is indeed precious, and how we choose to spend it amid encounters with ignorance shapes our narrative. Stoicism encourages us to shift our focus from external ignorance, which is beyond our control, to our internal responses and actions, something we can control. Navigating challenges with wisdom. Encounters with ignorance can be challenging, be it in personal relationships, professional environments, or the vast landscape of social media. Stoicism, with its profound wisdom, becomes our guiding light. It prompts us to master our reactions, fostering a sanctuary of inner calm and composure amidst the tumult of external ignorance. Instead of reacting impulsively, Stoicism calls us to approach such situations with empathy and understanding. Choosing silence as a virtue. In the face of ignorance, Stoicism teaches us the virtue of silence. This doesn't mean passive acceptance, but rather a measured response and thoughtful silence. By choosing silence, we preserve our inner peace, setting an example for others through the subtle power of our actions. Stoicism becomes a beacon of emotional intelligence, urging us to discern when our intervention would be constructive and when it would merely add to the noise. Becoming beacons of knowledge. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice." This Stoic gem translates into not mirroring the ignorance we encounter. Instead, Stoicism calls us to be beacons of knowledge and understanding, illuminating the path for others through the subtle power of our example. By staying true to our values and choosing a path of serene understanding, we contribute to an environment where wisdom and knowledge can flourish. Stoicism in modern interactions. In our modern lives, where the noise of ignorance can be deafening, Stoicism remains a timeless guide. It teaches us to navigate encounters with ignorance with grace and understanding, setting a course that inspires positive interactions. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it becomes a way of life, fostering personal growth and contributing to a more harmonious and enlightened world. The Stoic virtue of silence. In essence, Stoicism becomes a virtue of silence when faced with ignorance. It's about choosing our battles wisely and understanding that not every provocation demands a reactive response. Stoicism encourages us to discern when our intervention would be constructive and when it would merely add to the noise. This virtue of silence is not a sign of weakness, but a demonstration of profound understanding that our peace of mind is far more valuable than winning every argument. Silence as a source of strength. Consider the metaphor of a ship navigating through foggy waters. Just as a ship's captain must remain calm and collected to safely guide their vessel through the mist, we too must maintain our composure when confronted with ignorance. Stoicism invites us to find strength in silence, steering our inner world with a steady hand, even when the external environment is unclear. By choosing silence, we maintain our dignity and demonstrate that our self-worth isn't contingent on the opinions of others. The subtle power of example. Stoicism urges us to be beacons of knowledge and understanding. When faced with ignorance, instead of engaging in a war of words, we can choose the Stoic path of measured response and thoughtful silence. This example becomes a powerful catalyst for positive change. It's not about forcing our perspective onto others, but allowing the strength of our character to illuminate a path of understanding. In a world often saturated with noise, Stoicism becomes a silent force for clarity and wisdom. Stoicism, a beacon in modern chaos. In our contemporary lives, where information overload and rampant misinformation are common, Stoicism emerges as a beacon in the chaos. It offers a sanctuary of inner calm and stability, allowing us to navigate through life's complexities with confidence and serenity. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a practical guide for cultivating emotional intelligence, making wise choices, and contributing to a more enlightened society. As we traverse the intricate tapestry of life, encounters with ignorance are inevitable. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, provides us with a roadmap for navigating these encounters with grace and understanding. It's a call to embrace our shared humanity, choosing a path of rationality, inner peace, and constructive dialogue. In the face of ignorance, let Stoicism be our guiding light, and may our actions speak volumes in the eloquent language of silence. Stoicism and the transformative power of loss. In the vast landscape of our journey, loss stands as an inevitable chapter, testing our resilience, challenging our strength, and often leaving us adrift in a sea of emotions. It is here, in the face of loss, that Stoicism emerges as a steadfast companion, offering a transformative perspective that goes beyond enduring hardship. The Stoic approach to loss. Stoicism teaches us that, while we cannot control the storms of life, we can control how we navigate through them. The philosophy invites us to focus on the helm of our own reactions and perceptions, steering our inner world even when the external circumstances seem turbulent. Loss in all its forms becomes an opportunity for personal growth and emotional mastery rather than a setback. Cultivating inner growth. Loss, whether it be the heartache of losing a loved one, the void left by a lost job, or the emptiness from parting with something dear, is an integral part of our journey. Stoicism doesn't offer a shield against the pain of loss, but it provides a sword to fight the despair it brings. It encourages us to acknowledge our pain, choose resilience over despair, and view loss as a path to inner growth and strength. The Stoic sailor in life's storms. Imagine being at the helm of a ship in a storm. The winds howl, the waves crash, but your hand on the wheel is steady. This metaphor embodies the Stoic approach to loss. While we cannot control the external events causing the storm, we have agency over our reactions. Stoicism empowers us to become the captains of our own ships, navigating through life's storms with a steady hand and a focus on inner resilience. The wisdom of Seneca. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, reminds us that the bravest sight in the world is to see a great person struggling against adversity. This wisdom encapsulates the Stoic attitude towards loss. It's not about avoiding the struggle, but about facing it with courage and using the experience as a catalyst for personal development. Stoicism becomes a beacon of strength, guiding us through the ebbs and flows of life. Navigating loss with Stoic principles. In applying Stoic principles to loss, we learn to transform the energy of grief into a force for positive change within ourselves. Stoicism teaches us that we are not defined by the storm, but by how we sail through it. It's a call to choose resilience, growth, and the wisdom to steer our ships through any storm. Stoicism in dealing with unjust criticism. Life's journey often leads us into the realm of unjust criticism, a landscape where our resilience and integrity are put to the test. In these challenging moments, Stoicism becomes a guiding light, offering a perspective that transcends reactive defense, urging us to rise above and maintain our inner peace. Unveiling the Stoic perspective. In the face of unjust criticism, the Stoic philosophy advises a different perspective, one that goes beyond instinctual defense. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, suggests responding to unjust criticism with composed reflection rather than reactive engagement. Stoicism teaches us to focus on maintaining our composure, not allowing ourselves to be ensnared in the web of hearsay and negativity. Autonomy in the face of gossip. Stoicism underscores the idea that we have the capacity to shape our reactions to external circumstances. This autonomy is crucial when confronted with gossip and external judgment. Instead of becoming helpless in the face of opinions, Stoicism empowers us to assert our autonomy, retaining our inner equilibrium. It's not about passive resignation, but an active choice to focus on what is within our control, our thoughts, perceptions, and reactions. Preserving dignity and self-worth. The Stoic philosophy doesn't advocate ignoring the words and actions of others, but encourages us not to let them dictate our emotional state or self-worth. Stoicism becomes a guiding light, enabling us to confront the challenges of gossip with grace and wisdom. It's a conscious decision to view such situations with detachment and understanding that the words of others are reflections of their perspectives, not definitive truths about ourselves. Stoicism in a world of information overload. In a world inundated with information and misinformation, Stoicism serves as an invaluable tool. It helps us discern what is within our control and what is not, allowing us to focus our energy on our actions and attitudes. Stoicism becomes a sanctuary of peace and stability, guiding us through the choppy waters of gossip with confidence and serenity. Stoicism, a timeless tool for modern living. In essence, Stoicism provides a timeless and invaluable tool for modern living. It teaches us to focus on what we can control: our responses, attitudes, and actions. In a world where external stimuli are constant and often overwhelming, Stoicism offers a philosophy that fosters peace and stability, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with confidence and serenity. The Stoic approach to handling anger. Anger, a complex and potent emotion, often arises from perceived injustices, conflicts, or frustrations. Stoicism, as a philosophy deeply rooted in self-control, provides profound insights into managing and navigating the turbulent waters of anger. It encourages us to cultivate inner composure and maintain tranquility, regardless of whether the source of anger lies within us or is directed at us by external events. Understanding the Stoic approach. Stoicism teaches us that while external events and the actions of others are beyond our control, our responses to them are not. The cornerstone of the Stoic lesson on anger is the idea that we have control over our reactions and emotions. As Epictetus wisely noted, it's not the events that upset us, but our judgments about the events. Stoicism invites us to question our automatic thoughts, challenge our beliefs, and replace them with more rational and balanced perspectives. The power of delay. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, highlighted the importance of delay when dealing with anger. He noted that the best remedy for anger is delay. This pause is not about suppression, but understanding and processing the emotion. It allows us to regain composure, reflect on the situation, and avoid immediate reactions that we might later regret. Stoicism, in this context, becomes a practical guide for navigating anger with a measured and deliberate response. Choosing rational responses. Stoicism doesn't advocate for a passive or emotionless existence. Instead, it encourages us to respond to our emotions with reason. When anger arises, Stoicism urges us to assess its source critically. Is our anger justified, or is it a product of misguided perceptions or expectations? Stoicism prompts us to opt for responses that foster resolution and understanding, such as engaging in calm communication or choosing to let go of unfounded anger. Shifting focus from external events to internal stability, Stoicism teaches us that our emotional well-being is not dependent on the opinions of others or external events. Instead of being swayed by the fluctuating tides of gossip and the opinions of others, we can assert our autonomy and retain our inner equilibrium. This approach is not about indifference, but a deep understanding of what truly matters: our values, integrity, and the quality of our character. Stoicism's guidance in the face of insults. In the journey of life, insults and criticism are inevitable. Stoicism offers a proactive way of living, empowering us to rise above external judgments and find solace in our own self-worth. It's not a defensive strategy, but a proactive approach to handling insults with resilience and a calm spirit. By choosing not to react with anger or distress, Stoicism guides us to maintain control over our emotions and preserve our integrity. Stoicism in dealing with injustice. In the intricate tapestry of life, encounters with injustice are inevitable. Stoicism, with its timeless wisdom, provides a transformative perspective on handling these situations. It encourages us to view challenges not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities for personal growth and resilience. The Stoic perspective on injustice. Stoicism teaches us that our time on earth is a precious resource, and how we choose to spend it defines the essence of our existence. In the face of injustice, Stoicism urges us to shift our focus from external injustices, often beyond our control, to our internal responses and actions, which we can control. This philosophy calls for a pause and reflection, navigating these challenging situations with wisdom and composure, maintaining composure and integrity. Stoicism doesn't advocate for passive acceptance of injustice. Instead, it calls for approaching such situations with a clear mind, seeking constructive solutions, and avoiding actions that perpetuate negativity. By maintaining composure and integrity, Stoicism empowers us to rise above the tumultuous currents of anger and vengeance, guiding us towards a path of rationality, inner peace, and effective problem-solving. The bravest sight. Seneca's profound insight: the bravest sight in the world is to see a great man struggling against adversity, encapsulates the Stoic attitude towards injustice. It's not about avoiding the struggle, but facing it with courage and using the experience as a catalyst for personal development. Stoicism becomes a beacon of strength, guiding us through the ebbs and flows of life. Stoicism's contribution to a harmonious society. In applying Stoic principles to injustice, we learn to transform the energy of frustration into a force for positive change within ourselves and society. Stoicism teaches us that we are not defined by the external events causing the injustice, but by how we navigate through it. It's a call to choose resilience, growth, and the wisdom to steer our ships through any storm. Stoicism in the face of unfair criticism. Life's journey often leads us into the realm of unfair criticism, a landscape where our resilience and integrity are put to the test. In these challenging moments, Stoicism becomes a guiding light, offering a perspective that transcends reactive defense, urging us to rise above and maintain our inner peace. Unveiling the Stoic perspective. In the face of unjust criticism, the Stoic philosophy advises a different perspective, one that goes beyond instinctual defense. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, suggests responding to unjust criticism with composed reflection rather than reactive engagement. Stoicism teaches us to focus on maintaining our composure, not allowing ourselves to be ensnared in the web of hearsay and negativity. Autonomy in the face of gossip. Stoicism underscores the idea that we have the capacity to shape our reactions to external circumstances. This autonomy is crucial when confronted with gossip and external judgment. Instead of becoming helpless in the face of opinions, Stoicism empowers us to assert our autonomy, retaining our inner equilibrium. It's not about passive resignation, but an active choice to focus on what is within our control our thoughts, perceptions, and reactions, preserving dignity and self-worth. The Stoic philosophy doesn't advocate ignoring the words and actions of others, but encourages us not to let them dictate our emotional state or self-worth. Stoicism becomes a guiding light, enabling us to confront the challenges of gossip with grace and wisdom. It's a conscious decision to view such situations with detachment and understanding that the words of others are reflections of their perspectives, not definitive truths about ourselves. Stoicism in a world of information overload. In a world inundated with information and misinformation, Stoicism serves as an invaluable tool. It helps us discern what is within our control and what is not, allowing us to focus our energy on our actions and attitudes. Stoicism becomes a sanctuary of peace and stability, guiding us through the choppy waters of gossip with confidence and serenity. Stoicism, a timeless tool for modern living. In essence, Stoicism provides a timeless and invaluable tool for modern living. It teaches us to focus on what we can control: our responses, attitudes, and actions. In a world where external stimuli are constant and often overwhelming, Stoicism offers a philosophy that fosters peace and stability, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with confidence and serenity. If you found this exploration into Stoicism inspiring, hit that like button, subscribe for more insights, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, fellow Stoic navigators, may your journey be filled with wisdom, resilience, and the transformative power of silence. Stay serene,